What is going on, guys? DPG here. In this video I'm going to be talking about 5 of the most underrated players in the NBA. I know there's a lot of underrated players. I'm just going to be talking about 5 of them in this video. Leave in the comments any players that aren't in this video do you think are underrated, and I'm probably going to end up making another one of these in the next few months. First off, we've got Jeremy Lin, who after Lin's sanity in 2012, everyone thought, oh, it was just a fluke. The thing is, Jeremy Lin, in that Lin sanity period, only averaged 14.6 points a game. Like, it wasn't anything absolutely spectacular. Jeremy Lin has averaged over 10 points a game every year, in every season in his career, apart from when he only played a few minutes a game for the Warriors the year before he broke out with the Knicks. He's a spark plug. He was extremely good for the Charlotte Hornets coming off the bench, and in the playoffs against the Heat in the first round, he was unbelievable. Jeremy Lin is a very good NBA player. He's on, I think, just over 10, I think he's 12 million a year with the Nets. He's a very, very good NBA player. He's not a superstar. He never was going to be a superstar, but people saying that he was terrible after he didn't live up to the way he played in those few months for the Knicks are just completely wrong. Jeremy Lin is a solid NBA player and will be in the NBA for, I'd say, at least, well, for the majority of his career, he will be an NBA player. Next up, we have got Tony Allen, who does not play very much offense. Has only averaged over 10 points a game once in his career, and that was a pre-Big Three Celtics team that was just Paul Pierce, and he only played 33 games that year. But he is one of the best defenders in the league. He's arguably the second best wing defender after Kawhi Leonard, and to be honest, I'm of the opinion that both sides of the floor are equal, offense and defense. And the fact is that he's not a good offensive player, but he's so good on D. He's one of the top 5 or 6 defenders in the league. So I don't understand why he's never considered one of the better players in the league. He was on the second team all defense this year, first team last year. So why isn't this guy up in the conversation with the top, I don't know, 50 players in basketball? Because without doubt, someone who's one of the top 10 defenders, because in my opinion both sides of the floor are equal, should be in the top 50 players. Because to be honest, like players like James Harden, who are the best at what they do. Harden's in the top 5 offensive players, but he doesn't play any defense. So why is it that Harden is considered a top 5 player and Tony Allen is considered not even a top 50, maybe not a top 100 player in the league? Even though they both play, they're both the best at pretty much the best at what they do, even though it's just one's a less glamorous side of the court than the other. So I'm not arguing that Tony Allen should be an all-star or anything. I just think he's extremely underrated and he should be rated a lot higher, and I think he's an extremely good player and a player every single team would want to have. Next up, we have got Thaddeus Young, who since his rookie year has averaged over 12 points a game every year in his career. He's never been an all-star. He's never been considered even close to being an all-star. He's never been considered a very good NBA player. He's just been considered a decent player. He averaged 18 points a game. I know the Sixers sucked in 2013-2014, but he averaged 18 points a game for them. This year, he shot over 50% from the field, averaged 15.1 points and 9 rebounds per game. He just seems to be unlucky that he's been on bad teams. Stats-wise, he's been very, very solid throughout his career, and play-wise, he's been very good. Thaddeus Young is one of the better players in the NBA, and he's just very, very underrated. He was traded for the 20th pick, for fuck's sake. The 20th pick in the draft was traded for a guy who shot over 50%, averaged 15 points and 9 rebounds last year. He's going to be great for the Pacers, and he's definitely an upgrade for them, and he could be one of the reasons why they could compete with the Cleveland Cavaliers next year. They've got a really solid team, and Thaddeus Young, I think he's going to be extremely good for them. Next up, we have got Nikola Vucevic, who again has never been an all-star. Last year was his worst year in a while, and he averaged 9 rebounds and 18.2 points per game. The year Dwight Howard went to the Lakers, he averaged 11.9 rebounds and 13.1 points per game. He was part of that trade. The Magic did not get that much worse. They got this guy. They got a guy who last year averaged 11 rebounds and 20 points a game. Nikola Vucevic could be one of the top centers in the league. Like, If he was on a team that was winning, he would be considered one of the best centers in the league. But because he's not, no one ever talks about it. You hear players like Bismack Biyombo. Bismack Biyombo went to the Magic and people are like, oh great, Magic for Bismack Biyombo. No, the Magic have this guy. The Magic have a guy who's probably a top 10 center in the league and is very, very good. They just got Bismack Biyombo. I don't know why. Hopefully they don't do anything to Nikola Vucevic because he is one of the better centers in the NBA, and there's no way that Bismack Biyombo is better than Vucevic, and they're paying Biyombo nearly $20 million a year. Last up, we have got a player who a lot of people wouldn't think is overrated because he's considered a great player, and it's Kawhi Leonard. The thing is though, Kawhi Leonard is the best defensive player in the NBA. He's been Defensive Player of the Year the last 2 years, and last year he averaged 21.2 points per game, nearly 7 rebounds, and shot 44% from 3 and 50% from the field. The reason I think he's underrated is Kawhi Leonard is in the top 4 players in basketball, in my opinion, because he's the best on one end and probably a top 10, top 15 offensive player. Apart from LeBron James, there's no one that you can even compare to that. Maybe Clay, but Clay to a lesser extent. But anyway, hearing the phrase Kawhi Leonard is the best two-way player in basketball is the most stupid thing I have ever heard. There's only 2 ways in basketball. If he's the best two-way player, you're essentially saying he's the best player. But no, he's not the best. LeBron is better. Curry's probably better, and Durant is probably better. But there is no one, maybe Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard is without doubt a top 5 player in the NBA, and hearing people, I think I said this in one of my other videos that I think he's the 4th best player, and the amount of people said he's not even top 10. Just think of something other than offense. You're putting players like Harden in the top 10 when Kawhi Leonard is not that much worse than him at offense. Obviously Harden's a great offensive player, but Kawhi Leonard is also the best defensive player in the NBA. So yeah, that's just why I think he's underrated. He's rated highly, but nowhere near as high as he should be. So anyway, that's the video. These are just 5 players I think are underrated. If this video can hit 10 likes, I'll get a second video out today. And anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.